CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screen.
We are live Mondays to Fridays, 4 to 5 p.m. right on Cape Town TV, channel 263 on your mama's DSTV. You got Mongstana Boot Fleeky. Join us on Wednesday. We are talking all things music. And speaking of music, our very own Lama Limun got to have an exclusive chat with one of the best musicians to ever come out of Zimbabwe. I mean, like, he has hit 1 million views on YouTube within a week. He's the first ever Zimbabwean artist to ever do that. Well, Lama Limun got to sit down with him to find out more about his musical journey and, of course, talk all things his latest project. And right now it's time to take a look at how that chat actually went about. This is an Ekse exclusive. Let's take a look.
Upside down, I don't want you worry. I don't wanna make you cry. I don't mean to make you worry. I don't want you worry. I don't wanna make you cry. Lord have mercy. Did she neck a laptop? Did she drive a man slop? Transport Papa stop. Lord have mercy. Society come. Screenshot the gunshot. Screenshot the gunshot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to it. This is the Ekse Live exclusive, bringing you nothing but the very best of artists that are making hit music at the moment. Joining me right now, Roki, the first Zimbabwean artist to have hit 1 million views in a single week. Can you imagine that? Rocky, welcome to the show and thank you for joining us.
Hey, what up, Daddy-O?
We're super. What a hit banger. What was the inspiration when you penned this single?
Yeah. Holla. Okay, so, back in the old days, right? If you have an enemy, right, if you want their destruction, like their total quantum destruction, you use a gun, right? Gunshot. Yeah. And these days, in modern technology with CPT, having interviews live on the phone, all you need is a screenshot to finish someone's life. So, screenshotty gunshot. So, she shot me down, shots fired. Things like that.
Okay, I understand that your music is inspired by events that life throws at them. You talk about love, you talk about death. Why do you choose those particular subjects when you want to make a subject matter for a song?
Well, sometimes, mankind, what they will know, and sometimes what I feel. So it is my humble opinion that one of the most intense things that I'm gonna feel is gonna be love before my death. And then the rest is preparation for death. What's gonna happen after you're gone, what people are gonna say, if you're gonna be remembered in a nice way. So definitely it's inspired by love and real-time events. Like right now I'm on Cape Town TV. I have kids out in Cape Town. Hello, babies. Hello, babies. I will write a song about this.
Yeah.
Maybe
Rocky,
I am.
You
I'm
are
writing
living
a song
such...
right now, as we speak.
Yeah, you're living such a superstar life. Like 5 children mothered by 5 different women, and you chose this particular career that comes with its own pressures. How do you handle your daily life? Because you live like a rock star.
The honest truth is that every time it did happen, those situations with the girls and stuff, I was actually genuinely in love,
Yes.
But, the fast life and this life of entertainment, sometimes you try and make a stable relationship in there. That is a waste of, wow, I wouldn't know. There's stars out there making it partners, but you know how it is, right?
Yes.
Whoever you're with, aren't they jealous right now that people are watching you? Talking to some random fellow with a bandana out in Zanzibar, out in Stone Town.
Okay, Rocky, let's get back to the music. Who did you work with in this particular offering of your body of work, and what can people expect from your album?
The body of work is going to be produced by all forms of different people, from throughout Africa because we're trying to almost unite Africa through music. And, so I have some East Africans on the album. I have some West Africans. I have some South Africans. I'm trying to get some North Africans now, so I'm learning how to, say stuff like Salam Alaikum and stuff. So I'm out here, preparing for North Africa.
It seems like you've got everything on lockdown, and what we know for sure that you've got on lockdown is this beautiful music video. Thank you so much for taking time out to join the exclusive.
Do you like this show?
We love it. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Roki with the hit banger. This is an exclusive to enjoy.
Ocean Java Records.
That was an interesting chat courtesy of Lama. So I want to say thank you for that because I feel like I got to know the artist a little better. Not only that, I want to actually visit Zimbabwe. It seems like they have so much cool stuff to do. That's not the only cool thing that's happening right now. We have too much Wi-Fi. When I first heard of this concept, I thought to myself, that has to be an oxymoron because you can never have too much Wi-Fi. The representatives of this such an amazing organization, Kunandi, Ian, and we have them in studio. And if you have any questions or any comments regarding the show, all you have to do is head to our social media platforms. On Twitter, we're Ekse_live. On Facebook, we are Ekse Live. Our WhatsApp number is 074-26500-202. Send those voice notes as well as text messages. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Let's first start with the inception of this organization. When was it founded and why?
It was end of 2016, and my co-founder was trying to sort out his lady that helps clean his house, try to set up internet for her somehow, and he was just struggling to figure out how to do it, make it cost effective. She lives in Kailicha, and he's like, there's got to be a way to do that. And so it was really trying to solve that problem. Jonathan is our business partner, and he's a nerd, and he wanted to see and so his cleaning lady's daughter was also a nerd, and he's like, I got to get her online. So that's really how it started.
So how would you say you guys are different from everything other establishments such as our network providers currently in South Africa? How would you say what makes too much Wi-Fi different?
Sure, I think people typically when they're on a network, they buy gigs of data, right? And so we like to really try to focus on giving people uncapped internet access at home in Cape Town's townships. So that's it. So like real internet service provider, uncapped internet, all you can eat, stay online, watch Netflix all night, that sort of thing.
Right, that's amazing because I struggle with data a lot. I think every South African does. We all feel that it's too expensive. So to be actually encounter with such an organization, I feel like you guys are on the right track. And I feel like a lot of people are going to appreciate your work because in the pocket, let's talk about some of the things that the organization does when Anandi. We're talking social initiatives that you guys are part of. Talk to us through that.
Yeah, well, sorry. Well, for too much Wi-Fi, I mean, it's to make data accessible for people and people for underserved communities. So we have a lot of initiatives that we partner with certain organizations and certain leaders from the communities as well, and also committees as well, where we engage with them to just try and find out in which initiatives that too much Wi-Fi can support people in terms of data, and also too much Wi-Fi goes a step further by also employing people from those particular communities that they work in, because there's a promise that they made, and also offer learnerships as well. And also one of the key things that we also try to do at Too Much Wi-Fi is when we want to render services like such as food services or anything like that we need to use, we get that from people, local businesses around those certain areas. So it's a way of us for saying thank you, and we're giving back to the community, and that's what we do.
Which is actually amazing because you guys not only provide cheap data, you also make a difference in the community. This is where the 30% revenue that goes back to the community, right?
Indeed, in terms of the job creation, learnerships, and also giving back to the community by buying from the community, local vendors. So, and it's quite a great initiative. And also, I mean, the 10% of data that has been purchased by communities, 10% belongs to them. So what we do is we try to encourage people to do good things in their communities, such as cleanups, peace gardens and whatever, and we give data away to such people or volunteers that offer their or render their services to those organizations that are really trying to, clean up our communities. So, which is, for me,
Also, Ian, there was this other thing that I found interesting, the vouchers. Understand if you install the Wi-Fi, right, and then you don't pay your monthly bill, you can turn your home into a hotspot. Talk to us through that.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the reality is we know, especially during COVID times, like your income sometimes isn't stable, right? And so I think when we started approaching township communities as our core market, that's where we decided to focus on. And because so many of our clients are actually young people that need to be online, we started realizing, well, shoot, like if you're going to have a monthly contract, it's going to keep people from actually getting the internet pulled into their house. So we said no contracts. So the idea is you get the internet. You get an uncapped line for as long as you prepaid it for the month. And if you can't, then you just start buying vouchers, from the local spaza shop or wherever, and you can basically, buy 10 rands worth of data, get more than a gig of data for that. So.
How long does the installation take? Because when I wanted Wi-Fi for my place, I called this other provider, and it took me about 3 months because it turned out in my area we did not have the fiber that it needed for that other provider to be able to connect to my Wi-Fi. What's that with the connect zone when it comes to too much Wi-Fi?
So the process for us is, you request an internet installation, and then usually somebody from that existing community. So usually it's a teenager or a young adult that will come over and do what's called a site survey, and you should know within a day or two whether or not we can do an installation for you.
Wow, that's very quick. Very quickly, while speaking of fast pace, we are running out of time. Tell us where we can find you guys on social media for anybody that is interested maybe in your services.
Too Much Wi-Fi, at Too Much Wi-Fi, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Facebook and Instagram is really where our team is at and looking out for folks.
Thank you so much for making time for us. I hope you guys are going to utilize this opportunity and get yourself very cheap Wi-Fi and also tune us on YouTube. But we are going to a quick ad break. Now there's more of Ekse to come. It's a Wednesday.
CTV family.